Hello everybody. In this video I will share 5 common mistakes that parents or students commit while planning their careers. Right? So let's get started. The first mistake that is often committed is there is no planning done in the first place. So without planning, the student doesn't have any long-term goal in mind, and without this goal the student just blindly jumps into any education. These are the students who generally wait for their results. Once the results come, they take free advice from people around them or fall into influence of their peers, right? And they jump into any education that is available to them. So there is no plan that they follow in a systematic manner. They don't have a goal and they don't know what they are going to become. So without plan, they are just blindly pursuing some education which may or may not prove useful to them in the long run. So this is the first mistake, right? And because of this mistake, what happens is the student is actually studying something else and later on in life does some other work which has got no connection with his education, right? So the entire investment in education goes for a waste. And secondly, without any particular plan, the entire focus is just on passing the education, getting a degree. So that is a limited scope of that student has in mind without a formal career plan in place. So that is the first mistake. Now let's go to mistake number 2. And this mistake is about short-term thinking which is being adopted in the planning process. So here the parents help their children to do some planning, but the entire planning is focused around education. For example, if a child is in 10th standard, then the thinking that goes in planning is what stream to select after 10th standard, whether it is science, arts or commerce. So there is a very short-term focus in planning this education, and they will then again wait for the 12th standard results to come out, and then they will just make a overall plan of what to do in the graduation, right? So this is a very shallow kind of planning that is done. And again, as I mentioned, it is as good as doing no plan, because you are just going from one point to another without having any long-term thinking into your mind. So here what is required is you need to have a long-term goal in your mind. For example, if you are going for a vacation, so we first fix a destination in my mind and then we start our travel. So here the student starts his education journey, but he doesn't know his destination. So hence I say it is a short-term thinking. The third mistake that is often committed is there is no detailed level of planning that is done. If a career goal is selected by a child or the parent, it is purely on the basis of the interest of the child. So only one factor is considered, which is interest of the child. Whereas if you have to do very comprehensive kind of career planning or a very holistic kind of career planning, then there are lot many other factors, or there are lot many other important factors which have to be taken into consideration. For example, number 1, we have to know the personality of the child. What is the nature of the child? Number 2, what are the mental abilities of the child? Number 3, obviously yes, the interests are also taken into consideration. So interests are the factor number 3. The factor number 4 is the emotional quotient of the student. And finally, what is the orientation style or what kind of work environment will suit the student. So these 5 different factors have to be considered while doing the career planning. So very holistic kind of approach has to be adopted. A 360 degrees kind of approach has to be adopted while doing the career plan. Now let us go to the fourth mistake that is committed. Unreliable assessment are being used to understand the abilities or personality or the interest factors of the child. Now every assessment, these psychometric assessments are designed by qualified psychometricians and they are tested for reliability and validity. So you cannot just download any assessment from internet and use it. Similarly, whenever you choose assessment from any organization, you need to check whether it contains all these 5 dimensions or not. So if it contains all these 5 dimensions, then you can be sure that this assessment is a good tool, and then it can be used to arrive at the qualities of the student. And finally, the mistake number 5 is choosing inexperienced coach or mentor or counselor for guiding your child, right? Now, the psychometric assessment is very important, but along with it, the having a right person to guide your child is of utmost importance. So now when you are choosing the coach, right, you have to take utmost care in finding a person who is capable, who is certified, and who is experienced too. So you can simply ask for the LinkedIn credentials of the person and go through the profile of the coach first, whether that coach has been certified or not, right? So in India also there are good certifying bodies you can check. Additionally, you can check with the coach if he holds any international certifications also. For example, NCDA in USA gives a certification of Certified Career Service Provider, CCSP. So you can check with the coach what is the kind of experience he has, how many students he has coached so far, what are the credentials that he holds, whether he is certified or not. And then if you are sure that this is the right person who holds not only the experience into career coaching but has also worked in the industry and understands the future of work, understands the world of work, understands the trends that are going on, then he or she becomes the right career coach for your child. So these are the 5 common mistakes which generally are committed, and now when you actually go for your career guidance of your child, you should ensure that you don't commit these same 5 mistakes again. So my best wishes to you and your child for creating a great career plan and for achieving all your dreams. And myself, I am a career coach, Shabbir Padhri. I am an electrical engineer from VJTI. I am a management graduate from Jamnalal Bajaj, Mumbai, and I have worked with top corporates like L&T, Coca-Cola, Idea Cellular, Spencer's Retail, IQ, into sales and general management positions. And since last 4 to 5 years, I am working as a career coach. I have been certified in India as an international certified career coach and also certified as a CCSP by NCDA USA. So if any help you require for guiding your child, you can reach out to me. I am sharing my contact details also in the next screen. Bye bye, take care.